Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a bit of an art haul for you, and it may be good and you may want to move on, I'm not for sure. So I have opened some of these boxes, but we're going to do some of an unboxing. I haven't opened this, but I know what's in it. So let's start with the ones that I don't have unboxed, or I have already unboxed, and that is these Daniel Smith watercolors that I ordered. I'm on a bit of a pigment hoard because of the pigments that I think are going to be discontinued. So I got some things to compare because I had a viewer that wanted to know if Perylene Maroon was going to be an accurate replacement for Alizarin Crimson, because we've heard that the original Alizarin Crimson, PR83, is going to be discontinued. So what I got was permanent Alizarin Crimson in the tube and the stick. I got the original Alizarin Crimson in the tube. Now I got Daniel Smith because Daniel Smith is just a trusted brand for me. So I thought, well, I'm not going to buy 100 brands if I have them. Later on, I will do a comparison of all the PR83s. I think I might have done that. If I've done that in a video, then I'll link it in the description below. This is just a really pretty bowl I found at, where did I find this at? I think I found it at Home Goods. And it's ceramic. And I thought, oh gosh, what a pretty bowl I can have to just store. Here, and here's Perylene Maroon, where they say that they're going to replace PR18 or PR83 with PR179. So I thought I would compare those two. I might do it at the end of this video if we haven't got too far off after my haul. So part of my haul was this really beautiful bowl, and I ordered these off of Amazon. It was probably Blick or Jerry's Artarama. Both of them are on Amazon. So there is that, and we might compare those at the end of these videos, at the end of this one. So here is the next one. So I got these Daniel Smith Mayan colors. Mayan watercolor set. And in this set is Mayan red, Mayan yellow, Mayan orange, Mayan dark blue, Mayan violet, and Mayan blue genuine. I've got the Mayan dark blue, and I might have the Mayan blue genuine. And it says, using methods derived from ancient Mayan chemistry, these unique metal-free pigments were created through an environmentally friendly process. Their versatility, durability, and exquisite hues make them colors you'll use again and again. And it says, our Mayan Blue Genuine is made the same way, using the same raw materials as those used by Mayans. Other Mayan colors use modern pigments to be inserted into the clay, so the procedure is the same. The clay is the same, only the pigment part is not ancient. So that's interesting. Let me open these up and see if So there they are. Mayan Blue Genuine, Mayan Violet, Mayan Orange, Mayan Red, and Mayan Yellow. Let me look just to see how their light fastness is. Light fastness 2, light fastness 2, light fastness 2. They all seem to be light fastness 2. So, which is, I think, very good. So I'm going to put them over in my bowl. I'm going to put the box in there too for now. Okay, another thing I got was I was looking for a way to hold my watercolors with minimal, my tubes, a way to carry them around because I travel so much. So I thought, what is a good way? So I went to Bass Pro Shop and I seen this like tackle thing. And I'm always trying to find a new use. And this has really got a lot of compartments. And check this out. You can keep your watercolors in these like Ziploc or zip containers. And they're all held together with 3-ring binders. And there you go. You got your watercolors. And this is really, really cool. Now I'm having trouble. Once I get all my watercolors in here, then I'm having trouble closing it. So I may have to decrease the amount of watercolors that I put in here so it can keep more flat. But each side has these separate zip compartments so you can keep other sketching items, or you could even use one of these as a pencil case, and just make this an art kit, like a travel art kit, and keep like your primary colors here, and maybe a small watercolor palette here, and then you could keep your brushes out here. There's just all kinds of things you could do. You keep some colored pencils in here, some markers. I would suggest don't pack them that full because I'm having trouble keeping them. I would suggest just about 7 watercolors in one layer. So it's interesting. I'm going to work on it and see what I can do with this. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't that expensive either for the quality that it is. Let's see what it was. I still haven't taken the tag off. I'm bad about that. I'm kind of a hobo that way, or boho. I just leave tags on unless they're bothering me. It doesn't. I do that on my furniture and everything. So, oh, here's an extra zip compartment too. If you didn't fill it too full, you could put a sketchbook down in there. I thought it was just a good bag. I'll try to find something similar on Amazon, and link it below in the description so you can run down there and get one. It's a really nice size. It has a handle on it so you can carry it around with you. It'd be a perfect on-the-go art kit. I just really like that. Right now it's filled with watercolors and it's super heavy. Okay, the next thing I got was, I got a couple sketchbooks. I got this one. It's the Pontonate 100% cotton handbook. Let's see if I can. I have to cut that open. All right. It's a beautiful cover, and that's what attracted me to it at first was, you know, the cover. I like to have pretty sketchbooks. So then the cotton, 100% cotton, attracted me. It's got that elastic band to hold them closed. And this wasn't very expensive. I can't remember. Oh, it looks like it's got really nice paper in it. It feels really good. It's nice and thick. It kind of looks like Balhong paper. Each one is different than the next. Like this is, both of these are kind of like soft pressed or cold pressed. And then you turn the page. This is more rough pressed. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks really nice. I'll be anxious to try that out. It's got a pocket in the back. Oh, it's a gusseted pocket too. So you can really hold a lot. This one would have been nice to carry to my trip this fall. I took a trip in the fall. I went on an art trip with the French Escapade. It was so much fun. It was so tiring, but it was so much fun. I'd do it again in a minute. So we went to Provence, France, and I'll have more on that in a later video if you guys would like to see that. Let me know because I'm dedicated a whole sketchbook towards it. And I took an Etchr sketchbook, and there was just a couple problems I found with that. So, but this looked really nice, and it would have been a really nice size because, you know, you was carrying a bunch of stuff around and you wanted something that was not too small, but not too large to carry in your bag. So this would have been perfect. It is, I think it was 6 by 6. It says 16 by 16 centimeters, which let's look at that. That is, it's 7 by 7. 7 by 7. Yeah, 7 by 7. But isn't it beautiful? And we'll test that paper and see. I don't want to mess it up with swatching. I want to do something special in it. So, you know, we'll check it out. I got another sketchbook, which is an Etchr. And this is the Everyday Sketchbook. And it is 100% cotton. And I have the Everyday Sketchbooks in a landscape format. And I like it a lot. But this is the first time I've seen them in a square format. So I was anxious to have this one. This would have been a good size to take too. And there was a couple of ladies that had these in this size that I didn't know existed. So Yeah, it's just the white linen cover. And very, very nice. It's a very nice sketchbook. I'll buy these over and over again. Usually you can get them in a 3-pack, but the square format was just in a, just bought it by itself to see if I would like it in this format. I like square format. My Arteza sketchbook, the one that's very inexpensive that I just mess around in, you know, is a square format, and I really like it. I was going to see if this one laid open flat. It does. It lays open nice. So that would be nice to work across in. Oh, I like that. I think that was about 15, you know, between $12 and $15. I'll link that below so you can go get that one. And this Etchr is significantly more expensive, but the paper in it is nice. It's a little bit thinner. But Etchr is always a nice, it's got a smell to it. Nice. I like those edges, the way they're cut at a rounded edges. I like that. This one is too, though. Here's the comparison. This Etchr sketchbook is eight by 8, and this is a 7 by 7. So you can see the difference here. You know, significantly, you know, an inch all the way around. Paper's good, 100% cotton. And I think they use Fabriano in this. Oh, let's see. It doesn't really say. Designed in Australia and Singapore, made in China. Maybe they, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about the paper brand. But I have one at home, unless they've changed manufacturers. But it looks to be good paper. Let's see if it looks comparable to this. It's a little bit different. This one is, it's different paper. This looks like Balhong paper, to be honest. This little one. So I'll compare it with that one. This Etchr one. I'll put all these sketchbooks in the description below so you can go grab one or all of them. You know, I like to have several different kinds of sketchbooks. And, you know, I think here's one more that I bought. These are some that I have. I have the Hanamule. It's 100% cotton. It feels like good paper. It's the same format as the Etchr. Square, but it seems a little bit smaller. So I'll put it in the description below. I haven't started that one either, but I think I've worked in it before. And then I have this one. It is the Strathmore. Watercolor Sketchbook, and I have done swatching and stuff in there. It has, you know, kind of an ivory colored paper, and it is not 100% cotton, but it is the 400 series, and it's okay to work in. I just haven't, I don't know why I haven't kept up with it, and it kind of tends to sit on top of the paper and not soak in, because I'm feeling this, and I can feel the difference between the watercolor. It's kind of sticky. So I don't know why I didn't like this, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do other things in it. And then this one I've been working in, the B watercolor paper. There's some noises outside, so just kind of ignore them. And that's the one I've been doing the swatching and stuff in. This is a pretty good deal. Pretty good sketchbook with, that takes the water good and to do swatching in. And it doesn't bust the bank. It's $15, I think. So, I think to swatch in, to get your good, and that the way that stickiness, and now I can feel some on these granulating watercolors. I can feel a difference in texture, but on these plain, I can't. It's just, it's a pretty nice sketchbook for 15 bucks. So, and it's 100% cotton. And then I got this. This is Etchr, and it's the Perfect sketchbook. And I got this in landscape. I know that it's kind of made to look with the writing like it's a portrait, but it does say landscape format. And it's 100% watercolor, cotton watercolor paper. And it's called the Perfect Sketchbook. Now, this one was expensive. I won't kid you. But I did take a Perfect sketchbook on my trip to France with me, and it was a nice book to work in. It was significantly smaller. It was probably, about that big. So it was a smaller sketchbook. Oh, I'm trouble getting this one out. Oh, that's a nice sketchbook. It is. Oh, I am a sucker. I love art supplies. It just, and I like nice art supplies. It just makes it such a more enjoyable experience when you do have quality materials. So, but one sketchbook, you don't have to do like I do and buy 15 sketchbooks. You can just buy one sketchbook and work in it for a long time. It says artist grade, 100% watercolor, cotton watercolor paper, painting by Erwin Lynn. It's a pretty painting, isn't it? With the shadows, and the neutral colors. Okay, so this one, I wonder if this is going to do what my other one did. And it might. See, I mean, it is. My other one was glued wrong. And it was, and I'll show you that in another video. But see, this is kind of, I don't know. You can, this is watercolor paper, so you can decorate the inside cover. That's got some marks on it. I don't like that for as much as you pay for it. And see, these are glued together, so they're not going to lay flat. That's irritating. Then when you get into it a little bit, then they do. Because they're stitched. So, and this is significantly more heavy than the other sketchbooks. So we'll try it. I mean, I'm giving it one last go, and it's got like a vegan, is that a vegan leather cover? I think it says vegan leather cover. It says it has an expandable pocket. So, yeah, see, that was nice. See, I put my plane ticket stubs and napkins and things like that in my pocket as I was going through my travels, and that was nice. And this expandable, it's like a linen. Can you see that? That's kind of cool. Or a ribbon, satin type ribbon. That's interesting. Okay, and it says PU cover. Polyurethane? I don't know. I don't know what PU is. And if anybody knows what PU cover means, let me know. I'm thinking it's like a synthetic leather, like a faux leather type cover. So let me know what you think about that. It's a good sketchbook, but I don't know, man. It was expensive. Okay, so another cool thing I got was I went to the used bookstore and I got this little book, 100 Flowers and How They Got Their Names. And I got it for the inspiration, and it's an older book, but 100 Flowers and How They Got Their Names. It was in 1997. So it has just little drawings, and they're not very big, but you know, I like to learn about what I draw. If I go outside, I have that app. I can't remember the app, and I'm recording with my phone. So, but you take a picture of the plant and it tells you what it is and if it's healthy, or, you know, and the Latin name of it. It's kind of cool because I'm always wondering, you know, that is so beautiful. What is that? So I can look it up again and find it to draw it. So I do always take a picture, but these are just a still be, you know, that's a pretty little picture. It's very, very small, but you know, this was only at the used bookstore, $3. So I like to go in the used bookstore and find beautiful reference books. So, and how-to books, and I even like to find books like coffee table books, like on Vincent van Gogh. I got a couple of those recently too. They're not with me, but you know, I'll show you them another video. Maybe when I do my France video. So another thing I got from Amazon was another Mijello palette. I'm going to put these colors in it, these Mayan colors, and work with them a little bit. And, you know, these are just my go-to palettes, and I'm going to label it. And, you know, make a swatch card and maybe put it in that tackle box or that tackle bag. I really like that. I think it was the find of the season. So there's that. I'm gonna leave that out because I'm gonna go in there with a dry erase. If you take not a dry erase, but a magic eraser to this before you fill it and go after it, then it won't beat up. And then I'll make practice on my colors and decide what I'm going to put in here and make a swatch card and leave it open to dry for a few days. So, all right, there's that. All right, last thing I got was I move around a lot, so I don't want to carry all my gear with me every time I go, and then figure out it's time to do a video, so I have to pack up my gear, and here we go. And so I got me, for $23, I got me another one of these things I'm using, which is really good for the phone. And it hooks onto your desk. Cut these. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. It hooks onto your desk. And then it's got these attachments to it. Let me get this out of the way. The one I'm using I got from Best Buy, and it was kind of expensive. It says overhead camera mount with phone holder. I might keep this little box to keep my pieces in. And this is just like a vice clamp. You know, it goes over the edge of your desk or your table, wherever you are, your bar, you know, say, or you're at the kitchen counter and that's where you do your videos. And this was really, you know, you put this on your tabletop. Well, let me show you. Like that. You know, it's just like a C-clamp or something like that. And then you take this and put that in there. And I'll show you mine that I've got. And then let me take you off the camera and show you mine so you can get an idea on how that works. And then you just connect these, and then your phone goes in here, and and then you can record. So let me show you mine, and that will wrap up this video, and will don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you liked this video, and we'll get back to the quinacridone series and colors next week or the week after. I'm just kind of taking a break from it, so let me know how you like this, and give me some information if you know any of or have tried any of the sketchbooks, and we'll talk to you later.